Hey guys, I want to try to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I want to try to make a full beard trim video. It's kind of hard because sometimes these last so long. But my beard is getting really crazy back here. Way further back than I want. I don't even really like when it touches my ears. But it's getting really thick back here on this side. And same thing both sides, but it's just kind of, it's starting to get out of hand. So this is me not trying to fix my beard at all. It's just dry. There's no blow drying or anything like that. No beard oils in it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to trim this thing for you and try not to make this video so long. So you want to start with basically just brushing the whole thing out. Brush it out like that. You want to try to get it to lay as naturally as it can without you blow drying or putting any oils or anything like that in it. That way you don't really mess up. And you can trim it to the shape you want it. So I'm going to take this brush right here for right now just to get through it real quick. Because this was pulling like crazy. By the way, if this pulls, then go to a regular wide tooth, long tooth beard comb instead of a King comb. But with that being said, let me get this brushed out here. Like I said, just try to get it as naturally as possible. Is what you want to do. Get it to where it lays the way it lays without you making it something it isn't. So this is what I got right here. Now it doesn't look bad, it's just getting really bushy. It's starting to touch my ears back here. And I'm not really a fan of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down, guys. I'm going to try to go straight. And really, a lot of people want to grow this length down here to this length or whatever. It doesn't really work for me because the main reason being my beard is so coarse and curly, man. And it starts getting all these waves, and it's not really that big of a deal. But at the end of the day, when I style my beard in the morning, later on in the day, it actually gets to a spot where I really don't like it. When it's hot outside and stuff like that, it starts, growing, getting this shape, which is fine. But I like my beard to look nice and straight and real clean. So with that being said, we're going to trim off some of this here. We're going to trim this mustache here. We're going to go same thing on this side. We're going to take off some of this here and try to get the shape that I'm really looking for. So the last video I did, I didn't really have the camera set up where I could actually show you guys. I know the lighting ain't the greatest in here. So I'm going to try to show you guys how I actually do this. So it might look kind of funny because I'm actually going to be looking in this mirror behind me, but actually showing you guys what I do too at the same time. So hopefully you guys can pick up on this, and you can see there's a lot of, I don't have anything put behind there. There's a lot of stray hairs here. So I'm going to start back here, and they're sticking way out here. I'll start back here. I'm going to cut this down. Kind of like that. And basically all we're going to do is just shape it. Just get some shape to it. And brush that back out a little bit right there. I'm going to retrim it again because it's getting, like I said, it's getting way back. I don't want that. So that's about all I'm going to give it right there on that side. Now I'm going to come in and try to cut this. Now I know a lot of guys, man, with beards are really scared to cut their beard. So, and I am too. I'm scared I'm going to mess it up. But I've been doing it for a while, kind of back and forth, so I know where my comfort zone is. And if you mess up or you think you mess up a little bit, just try to walk away and don't trim it anymore. Don't keep cutting because that's usually when you go too far and really mess up. So let me get it right here. Alright, now we got that. I'm going to brush this back out, try to get it to make some kind of shape that I don't want it to look like. And I'm going to go back and cut that also. I'm trying not to brush out, I'm trying to just brush down so it'll lay the way it wants to lay. Here we go. So, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this side is taking more shape than this side. I'm not brushing this inwards. I'm still brushing straight down, and it doesn't have this really wide poof to it over here like this side does. So let me take a little bit more off. I don't like taking a whole lot off, to where it's just really narrow. So I'm taking a little bit at a time and try to get it to where I want it to be. A little bit, guys. You can't put it back on. It's a little bit at a time. So now, it's a couple more little flyaways here. All right. So that side is almost completely like I want it to look. Now there is a little wave here. I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm not going to cut that out. So, but when I go to style my beard, this side will look probably just like I want it to look. This side won't. So this side will have a whole lot of trouble. I would have to do a lot more blow drying on it to get it straight, like this side already is almost. So that being said, I'm pretty much done with this side here. I'm just brushing, just checking. And that's it. I'm pretty happy with it. There's a couple little strays. But you can't cut out every little stray hair because then you're going to start taking off too much. So that's very little hair, Although it looks like a lot, this side compared to this side is very little. And I'll show you at the end when I'm done. So I'm not going to cut anything in here, anything like that. All right. Get under here with this brush. Let's see what we got. Trying to make sure this front is pretty even with this. It's not that this is just sticking way out or anything. So that's what I keep going back and forth and looking at. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. Nothing crazy, just going in there and getting some of these flyaways. So this side is pretty much completely like I want it to look. Now I'm going to work on this side. So let's get into that. There's a lot of bulk back here. Yeah, I know you guys can see that. A lot of bulk. Let's just get rid of that right now. Yep. Looks like a whole lot falling off, but it really wasn't. Just to get that away from my ears. And I run that like almost straight down, just kind of follow this line. Same thing here. It's kind of just basically a straight line. I didn't cut a whole lot off of it. Just kind of went in there and trimmed it. Same thing on this side. I trim as much as people think is getting trimmed. So it looks good. All right, so I got that back here off. Now I'm gonna start, it was way back here. I know you guys saw that. Now I'm gonna start working on this to make this look like this side. Here we go. A little bit at a time. That's already almost to where I need it to be. Brush it out. Make sure it's You want to get it to be at its, I call it like an uncomfortable spot. You want to get to its uncomfortable, not its comfort zone, its uncomfortable spot by just brushing it out and get it to fluff as much as you can get it, and then trim that down. I know it's going to be a long video. Dan, I hope this makes you happy because you're pretty much the one that encouraged me to do this long of a video. I'm always doing short videos, I know, but hopefully this will help you out if you're scared to trim your beard. And you look like somebody probably trimmed it yourself. You know, a lot of people are scared to let somebody else do it because that's when it really gets hacked up. So, that being said, I'm almost where I want it to be. A little bit more off the side. And I think I'm pretty much done with this side. I think I'm looking pretty close to the same. So now I'm getting a good look without all the blow drying at this moment. Got that nice straight. It's still got little waves in it, but it's getting straighter like I want it to look without having to blow dry and all that crap. So I'm gonna get on a little bit more. And a lot of people hate it, start hating on blow drying. I will always blow dry my hair because people with straight beards, it's a lot different for y'all than it is for people with a lot of real coarse curly beard like I have. This stuff gets, when you get it wet, it just shrinks up or it just doesn't look right at all. It really looks unproportioned and doesn't, no matter how much you brush it, it doesn't look nowhere near as long. So those of us like me, we throw some oil in, blow dry it, get it to where it wants to look, throw some more oil in it, and then slap some balm on top of it. So let me get to this front here. Got some of my old lady's hair in there with this. All right, so I think I'm pretty much good. Let me nib this side a little bit. There's a couple strays. And you just kind of glide out there. You don't go away and you just come in, just kind of glide and nib them flyaways off slowly. So this is pretty much done. Now I'm going to do a little bit of this to try to get this like I did this side, just a little bit. So I know you guys can see there what I'm doing. I'm just barely nibbling. I ain't taking no crazy amount of hair off. This is a full beard trim, and I'll show you what's in the scene when I'm done. It ain't going to be a whole lot. So now we got both sides and underneath. Now when I went underneath, I just kind of, just the same as the sides, kind of nibbed off them flyaways. And now I'm going to go underneath to make sure one side's not any longer than the other. As far as under here. Try to get as close as I can. And I got a little bit more bulk here than I do here, so I'm going to hit that just a little bit. Got a little bit more back here to take on. Now I brushed it out, I can see it. Try this side. And And that's it. Maybe a hair. Don't start getting greedy like I'm doing right now. Maybe a little bit more and then you mess up. But I'll say a little bit here. I got OCD, so I'm going to hit it. Just a little bit, wasn't much. So now we got that. Got it brushed out. I'm going to go back over this thing. And nip some of these flyaways off one more time. Hold on, bud. My son's calling me. Hold on. It's out in the garage. Sorry, guys. That's what happens when you have kids. Let me finish this side. All right. So that's it. That's pretty much how I do my beard trim. I know I said I was going to trim my mustache. I'm not going to stick this on this video. It's a real simple procedure. I know some of you guys are growing a longer mustache. I don't know how you do it. I personally don't like it on my lip. I keep trying to grow it, but every time I don't have the commitment for my mustache as I do my beard. I keep trying, but every time I get it down over this lip a little bit, it seems like everything I drink, my mustache just stays wet, and it's so irritating to feel it touching my lips. And also while, me and my old lady are kissing or whatever, I noticed that there's a lot more spit on both of our lips because of this crap right here. So that may be a little bit too much information. I don't know how some of you guys deal with a bigger beard. Maybe you guys can leave a comment down below and let me know how you're able to cope with this mustache and your personal life as far as you and your old lady, things like that. Or even when you're eating or drinking and that constantly feeling wet and driving you crazy without having to do this and lift it up over your lip or whatever. So with that being said, let me show you guys what's in this thing. Like I said I was going to. It looks like a lot. It is not. So with all that said and done, let me get this stuff all in one spot here. I'll brush it down in the sink where you can see a little better. With all that said and done, even though it looked like a whole buttload, I'm sure. And I'm sure there's probably something stuck on my shirt. There is. Of course, when you're cutting it, it goes straight back. Hence the reason I put a shirt on instead of doing without a shirt. But that's all it is, guys, right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But that's not very much. It's just a little bit. Some of us, when we start trimming, man, we really start hitting it, trimming. And then we take so much off of it that we don't like it. It looks like even a little bit is a lot. So be careful when you guys are trimming. Don't take a whole lot off. Start with a little bit and just kind of go in until you're happy with where it's at. But always start cutting. I'm talking little bitty bits off at a time. That way you can still go in further and further till you get to where you want to be. So with that being said, hopefully this video helps some of you guys out as far as the beard trim. And, like I said, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, or like I said, your thoughts on beard trimming, or even your, the longer mustache. Hit me up. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Hope it helps some people out. Later.